Hi everybody, I'm going to take you through hand painting a new piece of fabric for my next project. I've got here on the work table scraps of the orange linen that were left over from my previously just finished this morning garment Ancestor Country, and as I mentioned in the very first video I made about painting that fabric, this started out as a linen doona cover. So I have here the end part of the doona cover, which has got these great ties on it. This doona cover was orange on one side and natural cream on the other side, and look at these fantastic ties. So I definitely want to try to incorporate this scrap in some way into the next project. So these are the orange remnants, and I'm going to do some painting on them. And then the main thing I'm going to embellish is this piece of natural linen, which was the other side of the doona cover, and it also has the orange ties on the edge down here where it would have tied together once your quilt was inside of there. I'm going to use quite different colours from my previous project. I think I'm just about all oranged out, so I'm looking at using some more pastel colours this time. So I've prepared some paint in advance mixed together with white paint. I've got this light green, light blue over there, all mixed up, ready to go. And first thing I'm going to do is, this is another piece of fabric that I'm going to bring into here. This is a piece of cotton in my favourite colour, that luminous yellow green. So, and then I'm going to get this one of my excuse me, one of my pressure plates cut from a yoga mat, and I think I'm going to use the blue because the blue is going to look really great on that yellow green. Okay, so you fill this roller. Now I'm going to need a water spray because it's really hot here in the studio today. I'm going to retrieve that from over by my basin. Loading up the sponge roller. It's about 28 degrees in the studio at the moment and about 35 outside, and it's early afternoon, so it's just going to keep getting hotter and hotter. Okay, now paint. So hot, I'm scared that's going to dry out real quick, so I'm just giving it a light water spray to keep that paint open. This is, as I said, cut out of a 6mm thick piece of yoga mat. I just cut it out with a scalpel blade and scissors. Okay, now I'm going to throw this piece of cotton over here and press it down to take a print from that. I've got here a hard roller. Picking up an edge to see how it's going. Spraying under there because the paint has indeed dried out really quickly, as I feared. It's often a challenge printing in Australia, or maybe the challenge is that I just have a studio that has no cooling other than my clanky old Fisher & Paykel fan back there behind me. I apologise if it's irritating for you, but I'm not going to turn it off because I'm just going to be sweating all over this fabric otherwise. Okay, that's enough. That is quite enough. Let's see what we've got. Nice. That looks good. Okay. Print number 1. And I've got a bit of a sploogey up there. Nothing to worry about. Always good if I keep a wet chuck cloth around, and that was just a bit of paint that wasn't well mixed in there. It's a splodge of white. I think I liked that so much, I'm going to do it again. So I'm just going to ask your patience while I fill the roller again. And go over my mat again. The second print should come up more clearly than the first, seeing as I've got a light layer of paint already onto the rubber. There we go. This time I'm going to take my natural linen and do the first print on here. Okay. Some of that paint is leaching through to the back of the fabric here, which is a good sign. It means that we're getting good coverage. Just pressing the fabric down more firmly than I can with my hands. Okay, let's peel it back and see what we've got. Nice. Very nice. That's good. We have that print there. Fabo. Okay, this time, unlike my ancestor country garment, I'm printing on the fabric, the uncut length of fabric. With ancestor country, I actually printed and stitched directly onto the already made up garment. I'm thinking I might go with using my same pattern again, my Grecian tunic, because I was really happy with how ancestor country turned out. I enjoyed it. I'm going to make another print. I've never tried printing a piece of fabric with a continuous design, so I'm not going to do it right now. But I just really like how this print's turned out on that linen, and I can see the potential if I had the patience and time to go through and print the whole piece of textile with the same design. Okay, now I'm toying about whether I should make that right next to there. I think I will, just because I don't normally create such large sections of one print, and I'm just going to do it just because I want to do something different. And going with that roller again. Poor old arthritic hands do find it a bit challenging using that pressure. All good. I think I might just change up colours for the hell of it now. There we go. Putting that off. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put some fluorescent yellow on there because I know it's going to make a lime green. This is where we're at the moment. Those two prints on the linen. Alright, so I'm just going to take that to my ironing board just behind me where I can lay it out while I prepare the rubber again with some more ink. Going to my favourite fluoro yellow, and I'm going to use it straight from the container. Okay, just looking for a second roller. This one will do. I don't have another, I've only got one of those neat little paint trays. Might be worth obviously investing in another, I guess. Damn, I must have left the lid off this yellow at some time because it's getting very thick and lumpy. It's getting a bit dried out. Not good, because it means I end up with little dried up bits of paint on the print. Like that crusty little bit. That is not good. There are some things, despite my technique being rather crude, I don't like, and crusty bits of paint on my fabric is one of them. Okay, here we go. Getting some lovely yellow on there, which should mix with that aqua blue and give us a nice lime colour. Right, here we go. Fabric back on here. Very good. Okay, we said hard roller. Give it a quick woof over. Yeehaw. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, two-tone. Works out good. Oh, there we go. Lovely two-tone. Very nice. So that should tie in quite well with this yellow cotton that I printed the aqua over. There's already going to be a very nice relationship between those two when I start putting them together. Okay, now I don't have enough in a room at the end of this to make another whole print down there, so I'm going to just put some paint on. A nice big smear of paint there, which I can also potentially print over. And the paint is pretty thick, very hot in here, so I'm just giving a little water spray so it bonds more readily to the fabric. Nice. Okay. Yep, pretty happy with that. Okay. Now, more shock horror for people. I'm about to clean this off by this method. Yeah. Okay. It's got that. And damn those crusty bits. Told ya. Make sure that when you put the lid on your paint pot, it is tight. Okay. Now that, of course, has put a mark on there which is just completely spontaneous. Just evening out some of those thicky bits of paint in there. Okay. Oh, alrighty. Getting some nice lines down the end of the sponge roll because it's really, the paint is quite thick there. So if I used it on edge, I can get a really nice spontaneous line like that. It's very pleasing. Okay. Now I need to bring in the other colour I have prepared, that pale green. We're going to go with some of this. What to do? Where's that going to go? Just cleaning up my mixing stick on the brush, on the roller. Nice green. Get that tray out of the way. And this one. Okay. I'm actually going to wash this equipment briefly in my sink, so I'm sorry I'm going to have to leave you for half a minute. Okay. Now I'm filling the roller with my pale green. Starting to dry out. Okay. Another of my pressure plates. This is the zigzaggy waves. Of course, I got no idea. I can't see through this fabric where that pressure plate's positioned, so I have to feel it. Still a lot of that blue in the brush, so I'm getting a very two-tone print there. Now I'm going to go with a large block of colour down here, so I'm going to use water to make that a thin paint. There, I just went to my basin again and just ran a couple of, maybe half a cup of water in there. want to bring some more yellow in here. It's just getting a little bit monochrome for my taste. Rats, too big. Brush is too wide to fit straight into the pot. Just water in this jug. I'm wetting the fabric. Oh, I'm sorry about that phone bleating in the background. It's very annoying. Okay, let me think. What's next? I'm looking at those zigzags up there, feeling they need a bit more emphasis, but I think I'll do it on the dry fabric. Yeah, I need to do it on dry fabric. That's for sure. Okay, this has dried out, so if I want to get another print off here, I'm going to have to put some more wet paint over it. And that's what we're going to do. Okay. Okay, I'm going with my pale green now. And you may note, while I'm putting the paint on the print plate, some of it's going through to the other side, and I'm not worried about that at all. That is just fine. So I'm using it in a different way from how I did initially with these other blueprints that I started out with when I put the fabric over the top. There won't be any significant difference doing it this way. It gives me a little more control, putting it down on top like this, because I can see where it's going to be printed on the fabric. Okay, where's my hard roller? There she blows. Okay. There we go, one green print. Okay, let's go bring a bit of something else in there. How are we going? We've got perhaps a metre, a little more than a metre of the end of this linen doona cover top. We've got about a little more, I'd say maybe about, yeah, just over a metre of the end of this printed, and I'm pretty happy with how it's coming along at this stage. I'm definitely going to be over printing parts of this, but I'm going to wait until it's dry rather than over print it when it's wet. That's all coming along pretty good, pretty good. Just trying to I'm waiting for my unconscious mind to tell me what to put onto this fabric in the next move. Okay, and this is telling me that I should just do some more rollering. And I'm going to go in this direction this time. And once again, if I just use this edge, put the pressure on this edge, I can get a bit of a line happening like that. Good. Now, next moves. I think I'm going to go on with this without videoing, and you'll get to see the results in the next video.